Savitur vareniam Good morning. We have a lively crowd this morning. Very good. I love it. So welcome, all of you. Good morning to the roomers, the Zoomers, and the YouTubers, and those of you in the room too. I'm glad to see all of you on this gorgeous day. If you've never been here before, we welcome you. I'm glad you found us. We're glad you found us, and you could join us today. We honor you wherever you are on your spiritual journey. We hope you join us for self-discovery, for community, connection, inspiration, empowerment, and transformation. It's all right here. We have a packet for you with our Science of Mind magazine and info for our spiritual philosophy. And we have a 2023 bookmark. Are there any newcomers today? Anyone here for the first time? Right here. Very good. Help people. Thank you. Or if you just don't have a packet. We could probably give you one too. Reverend Eileen is offering us just a few announcements, I promise. Reverend Eileen Brownell is offering a Soul Shop workshop, Suicide Prevention Education, Saturday, May 20th from 9 to 1 p.m., and the cost is $10, and you can sign up in the foyer. There's probably more information about that on the e-blast as well. And you can join Reverend Andy Torkelson on Saturday, May 27th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for Authentic Spirituality Workshop. Let's see. The cost is $25. All are welcome with or without the offering, and you can sign up in the foyer. And I don't see it on here, but I know there's a new book of the month, and it's called Live True, or it's this book of this, our quarterly book. So it's in the bookstore. I know we were out for a while, but Pat assures me there are lots. Well, there's not lots, but there's a few in the bookstore available now. I also
Leave their name on a list, and we will be sure they get some.
Okay, everybody get that?
No, you need to repeat what she said.
Okay. Pat suggested that if you do need one and we run out, you can put your name on a list in the bookstore and we'll order more for you. There's also, I saw Sandy bring in some Mother's Day cards. So, and there's lots of other goodies in there to look at as well. And now, I'd like to invite Mo and Brittany up to do our opening song and the beginning of our presentation. I am sure. That's what it says right here.
Can you hear? That's perfect.
Can we have some more light on the stage?
Thank you. Beautiful. This is quite the operation, as you can see. We have not done this before. I'm hoping all you can hear me. Welcome, everybody. It's wonderful to see so many people here today and at home as well. Hope you enjoy this. Excuse me. Brittany and I are going to do, for our first song today, it's a mantra called Tara Mangalartha. And Anne at the meditation talked a little bit about the power of mantra. This mantra is in Sanskrit, but you can, even if you don't know what it means, you let the sounds wash over you. They can fill you with joy, they can fill you with calmness, they can help you sleep. But this first mantra, Tara Mangalartha, was reproduced by Deva Pramal and India Ari, and they are wanting to raise money for climate control. And so anything that you can do towards climate control will go and support the song. And let's see, what else? There's going to be a YouTube video behind us, and it's going to be muted because we'll be playing, but you will see in the video places all over the world of nature and people, and Deva Pramal and in India are in the beginning of it. At the end of the mantra, excuse me, please hold the applause, because we want this just to be a quiet meditation time. And at the end, because this is dedicated to climate control, we will do our affirmation for the center at the end. So, do you like that?
Om Tare Ture Mangalam Shri Mahapani Svaha. 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 Om Tare Svaha. Om Tare Svaha.
Please repeat with us. I am a center for spiritual living, and I love Mother Earth. Thank you.
And how perfect our affirmation works with that thong. That was thank you in song. Thank you so much, both of you, for bringing that to us and to our center. That's just beautiful. And I just want to say that because today's going to be a little unusual, we're changing up the stuff. So if you're needing structure, let it go, because we're going with the flow. And I just really wanted to make a shout out to Mo, because she's put together all of our music that we're doing today and herded these cats together so to make it work for you all. So just really wanted to honor that. And what else is interesting? Well, I am Connie Asquith. And I'm a staff minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Chico. And I'm also part of the Chico girls, the Costa Rica Chico girls. The Costa Rica Chico Chicas. Yes. You don't want to say that 3 times. Anyway, I thought I'd take an opportunity to introduce the girls here. If I say your name, would you at least stand and turn around? I don't know how the folks out there are going to see you, but just so people know, the 6 of us who did go to Costa Rica. So we have Mo Baumgardner, we have Ann Pace, we have Linda Townsend, we have Jean Ray, and we have Peggy Gray. And I'm Connie Asquith. So. And everybody is participating and putting our service together for you this morning, so you're in for a treat between the music and the message. And because I am a minister, my service is to present some of the spiritual aspects that happened while we were in Costa Rica. So the first thing I want to start with is to ask you a question, and I have to ask it with my googly eyes. How many of you saw the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? Good, because you'll understand this a little better than some of the others of you. But for those of you who did venture into the theater and saw this movie, you were treated to an introduction of quantum physics and multidimensional reality. Now, this is something, Ernest Holmes has been teaching about through the science of mind. But this was just, the movie kind of brought it together in the new modern version of, very expansive and explosive. And there's just one little piece I wanted to read from Dr. Holmes that kind of gives you a clue as to where he was going with this. This is from chapter 2 in the Science of Mind textbook, which is entitled The Way It Works. So Dr. Holmes says, consider any of nature's forces. They must have existed always. But so far as man is concerned, they exist to be used only after he has discovered them and learned how to make use of them. Electricity was a reality in the universe when Moses led the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But neither Moses nor any of his followers knew anything about it. This is true of all natural laws. They have always existed, but only when understood may they be used. So just because we don't know something or we don't understand it or we can't see it does not mean it doesn't exist. And quantum theory is our current understanding of this natural evolution of the laws of Einstein and Newton and Dr. Holmes and Mr. Troward. Traveling through multi-dimensions where everything exists along with all possible outcomes is the story of Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything that has ever been or ever will be really, really, really is right here and right now. past, present, future, are all here in this very moment. And according to quantum physics, wherever we, the observer, put our attention is where the energy flows. So indeed, we have the power to create the lives that we want to have. This is how we use intention in the now moment to construct our future, the next now moment. Now, I'm sure we all get this because this is what Dr. Holmes has been teaching. This is what the science of mind, really teaches us. The part that I get stuck is that old now moment, that moment that we call the past. It seems like I have some old beliefs and some stories that will come in and limit my expression in this now moment. And that was kind of what was on my mind after a 1-hour Kundalini meditation service, the second day at the Gayatri Festival in Costa Rica. And so I had just done this meditation, which I want to explain it because it was important. The Kundalini meditation, it's the first 15 minutes you shake. You don't move your legs anywhere, but you just shake. And the whole point of that is just to get you grounded and get the energy moving. And then the second 15 minutes, you just do some movement. It can be dance or just whatever you're inspired to do. And that is just to get the body moving. And then the third 15 minutes, you sit. And the final 15 minutes, we laid on our mats, silent, motionless, for 15 minutes and just allowed all that energy to move through us. So after that meditation, I was headed down to the dining room to find my chicas, and because I wanted to share how excited I was about this meditation, because the part that really excited me was the shaking. And the shaking was, while I was shaking, I was thinking about those old beliefs and stories. And I was like, let it go, get it out. Just let it go. And I thought I was really moving forward on my spiritual path. It was letting it go. And then Linda brought up something that kind of changed that thought. So Linda, would you share that?
Good morning. Not to burst your bubble, but okay. So the six of us were talking, as Connie said, as we often did, and we were talking about old beliefs. So I shared that when I was in Scott Wyman's class, that what came up for me was some old beliefs that I felt no longer served me, and I'd been looking at these for years, and I just wanted them gone, and there they were again. So when I was talking to Liz George, I was expressing my frustration that these old beliefs were coming up again. I had looked at them and I wanted them to go away. And she said, Linda, it's not really about them going away. It is more about acceptance and integration with all of our experiences, which becomes the tapestry of our life. So when I shared that, it resonated with all of us, and the idea of the tapestry of our life became kind of a theme for the week. And then it came up in many interesting ways during the week, and Connie's going to talk more about that. So thank you.
So thank you, Liz, for teaching us this important principle. So we're not supposed to get rid of stuff. We are supposed to integrate it and make it into the tapestry of our lives. So I kept saying in my head, it's integration, not elimination. So because of this, we went in March. It's not been that long ago. Been really working through the same processes of integration. And I want to offer some tools that I've been using to help me be able to do that. So I'm sure you out there have some stories in your own, no? You don't have any, Mo? Oh, okay, well, just want to take a moment to give you a moment to bring one up if you should have one, because it will be more meaningful to you if, when I share these tools, you have something to kind of work with. So just take a moment and see that story or that belief that you know keeps you stuck and keeps you not expressing your full authenticity. Okay, so with that image in mind, I want to offer you a few tools. So the first one is, could we let go of our judgment? You know, the things that seem to hold me back are in a box that I have labeled bad and wrong. And so whenever they come up, it keeps me basically attached to it. And I kind of get into this victim role with it. And it keeps me stuck in the story. So just actually considering the possibility of letting go of that judgment, I think might be a good place to start. The next tool, could we intentionally reframe the story? Instead of mindlessly repeating it, could we actually step aside and really hear the story without our knee-jerk reaction to it? Just one time, could you be a witness and just really listen with compassion to hear maybe a different meaning? So I decided to share one of my stories here just to kind of show you how to reframe it. So this is a story that was recited every year on my birthday by my mother. And since she's not here, I can tell the story. She would tell the story that on the day I was born, everybody was so excited and full of anticipation because in those days there were no gender reveal parties. And so when the nurse came in and told my mom that she'd had a healthy baby girl, my mother, and this is the part of the story she really embellished, burst into tears and said, "Oh, Reno, my father, will be so disappointed." Okay, and she thought that was a great story to tell every birthday. I'm 75, many times. Well, here is how you can reframe that story. There's not something wrong with me because I'm a girl. My Italian father, who already had one daughter, really wanted a son to carry on the Italian name. So it was about him. It wasn't about me. So maybe you could reframe that story. Okay? Here's another thought. How about relabel the story? I just finished reading the book, A Happy Pocket Full of Money, where the author David Kakandi makes this statement, quote, "Failure is yet another illusion, and success is all there is. All of life is a success full of successive moments. Failure, when used without fear as a learning process, is what eliminates weakness and builds strength in thought and character. Failure is success. If you accept it as a blessed part of the process, a part that helps you succeed further, then you can never, ever possibly fail." Unquote. So if we can look at the stories as just information and not as evidence to punish us, it sure takes the charge out of them. When we can look at them calmly and see that the lesson they're trying so hard year after year to give us we can finally hear them. You know, it's really hard to weave live wires into your tapestry. So perhaps we could neutralize those threads by not judging, reframing, and relabeling them. Then we can more easily get them in the tapestry. So just as a side note, right after we ladies had been sitting there talking about this aha moment about weaving the tapestry, a gentleman came up to our table, and he and his wife were there at the retreat, and they had heard that the Costa Rica Chico Chicas all were members of the Center for Spiritual Living in Chico, and they were also members of the Center for Spiritual Living. And they wanted to know if we would join them after our breakfast in the morning so that we could do the Science of Mind magazine reading together and then sing the peace song. So we decided to do that. So no synchronicity, well, everything in divine order. On that next day, March 21st, 2023, I'm going to read to you what the Science of Mind entry was. A big part of authenticity is the ability to tell the story of our lives honestly and without shame. Everyone struggles in life. Everyone makes choices and speaks words that they regret. The gift of living our life on a spiritual basis is that every part of the journey can be integrated into our wholeness. Even the dark chapters and painful seasons bear great gifts. From our teaching of oneness, we know there is nothing that has ever occurred that is outside of the circle of God. When we are willing to live in this truth, the pain of the past is left in the past, but the learning and the healing remain. If you are holding on to shame and regret, I invite you to let it go. Allow every part of your journey to become integrated into the tapestry of your life. You are whole, you are beautiful, you are enough. Did you read that first? That was just so, as those words came out, we all just sat there going, oh my gosh, this must be an exclamation point moment, that we got to remember this. So one final suggestion I'd like to offer you comes from Joe Dispenza's book on becoming supernatural. And he says that we can move through our old stories at, quote, that elegant moment when we finally surrender the memory of ourselves for something greater. Since everything is everywhere all at once, how do we know what greater thing to move our attention to? Since every possibility already exists, does it make any difference what we choose? Yes, it does. And that is the real message of the movie. If you can put your attention anywhere, why not put it on kindness? Why not put it on kindness to yourself? Why not kindness to others? Why not kindness to your old story? Why not kindness to your friends, your family, your country, our beautiful Mother Earth? Why not just love the tapestry of your authentic life without judgment or thinking it's a failure? The tapestry holds it all. The horizontal threads of our human experience are right next to those vertical threads of our spiritual experience, and they're all woven together. The value of the shaking is not to get rid of those old threads, but to shake off our judgment and attachment to them. Shake off the guilt, the shame, the regret, the anger, and just let the learning remain. When we see that everything is already here, and everything here is for our greatest awakening, we no longer need to get rid of anything. And now, compassionately and with gratitude, we can celebrate those threads that have given us greater understanding, acceptance, and forgiveness. And there is one other piece. It's not just my tapestry. You all have your tapestries. And all of ours are woven together into this thing we call oneness. And what you put in your tapestry affects mine. And mine affects you. So the goal is to bring as much kindness and love into that fabric of our lives. And I would like to close with a poem my 15-year-old granddaughter Lucy brought to me a couple weeks ago that kind of put everything I just said to you in a few lines. It is called Decompose. I'm going to grow back into flowers. I will place a flower behind my ear, and its roots will grow through me, and there will be no separation between my nerves and the spores of the plant. I will be looked at, and the viewer will not know where the art starts and I finish. Lit candles will grow from my hands, and gold will melt down my spine like proper beauty. Art will not just be what's on the piece of paper, but the scene that surrounds the paper and every moment and every person a figure in the painting. All one big, beautiful tapestry. Thank you for being a part of mine. Namaste. And now the Costa Rica girls would like to come on the stage, I believe, and sing In the Light of Love.
So for this song, we have encouraged, pushed a little bit, all of the girls to come up and join us. So I really honor Peggy and Jean, and Connie's been already pushed up, and Ann, and Brittany is our rock musician, and Linda Towns. So this is a song, actually Brittany and I did this last year, didn't we? In the Light of Love, and we decided it needed to be, that doesn't seem right, there we go. Brought back. Was I supposed to say anything else? I'm totally.
And in the light of love, I would like to bring our attention to the memorial candle this morning. Barbara Lynn Seidener made her transition on Thursday, May 4th. Barbara, beloved sister of James Babcock, was the second born of 6 children. Her life was devoted to the care of others, working in mental health and family court advocacy. Her motto was, always give to others and be kind. Barbara will be remembered as a bright and sparkly light in her family and her community of Quincy. She was dearly appreciated and loved by all who knew her. So our thoughts and prayers are with you, James, and with your family as we take a moment to just remember Barbara. Thank you. It's now time for the tithing portion of our morning. And so please take a moment in consciousness to share the amount of your offering while we repeat our offertory blessing together. It should be appearing. Okay. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I have, and all that I receive. So it is. We have 2 mailboxes in Loftus Hall and in the foyer, which have a heart on them, and that means they're happy to receive your gift. Or if you want to do it electronically, we also have that availability. So if you feel so inclined, this is what supports this, so we can all be here and have this kind of a morning. Also, I just want to mention that next Sunday, Reverend Kathy will be speaking on the dwelling place of our authenticity. And one final note that if you need prayer treatment, we have practitioners who are here this morning. Any practitioners here? Would you stand for a minute? Okay, so you see them in the room. If anyone needs any help with your story, they will know the truth for you. Also, we have practitioners on call, and in the back around this way, across from Kathy's office, we have a practitioner area where brochures and phone numbers and ways to connect with practitioners are there for you. So might want to take advantage of that. And now we're ready for our closing song. And Mo, would you like to introduce it?
So this last song we're going to sing, and we're all going to be up here, Costa Rica girls, it's called Awakening, Om Shanti. So we're actually, this time, you get to join us, please. We're going to have a video up that has all the words on it, and you will hear, you can sing along as you feel comfortable. We'll be singing the verses, but the chorus is very simple, so just joining when you feel like it. And near the end, I don't think Don Primer's here. Men, especially. There's a part in this song where Mitten will say, men, join in. That's you, men. That means you, men.
Or low voices.
Or low voices. I sing with the men often, so I might join them. But so listen to that part, joining with them, and then Deva sings a different part on the I Am Awakening. It's very simple. So and if you don't want to sing, it's fine. Just enjoy the video. We love this song, and it's full of joy, and it's what we're all about. So we'll have the video up, and
this is instead of the peace song.
sorry, yes, and this will act as a peace song because at the end it's Om Shanti, which means peace. So we won't sing the peace song, but then will you come back and do a benediction? Yes. Connie will come back up after the song. So should they stand or just sit?
No, I think, come on up, girls.
Well, girls come up and
You guys sit, but we're gonna.
okay. Maybe turn those lights so they can see the screen better. Beautiful. Yeah.
mystic awakening in the flowering of the heart. Everybody here melting into presence, overflowing effervescence, rising in love. Dawn is breaking, waves are coming in, and everybody here standing in wonder beneath the rain and the thunder, rising in love. Shanti Satchidananda. Om Shanti Om. Sing together. Om Shanti Satchidananda. Om Shanti Shanti Satchidananda. Om Shanti to this perfect imperfection, awakening in the oneness of it all. Everybody part of each other, sister and brother, rising in love. Shanti Satchidananda. Om Shanti Satchidananda. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Satchidananda. We are awakening. Men, sing that with me. We are awakening. We are awakening. Awakening. We are awakening. Now the women with Deva. We are awakening. are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening.
Indeed, we are awakening to not only know the truth, but to be the truth, expressing through our authentic selves. We are all a perfect piece in one perfect tapestry. Each piece beautiful. We see this love in ourselves and we see in each other, and we let this light go out with us as we leave today and share it with the world. Everything is good because everything is God, and so it is. And we're offering Books and Bistro today with tropical fruits, maybe not from Costa Rica, but tropical fruits in Loftus Hall. So take a look at the Mother's Day cards and have some fellowship. Thank you.